Hello everyone, I'm Pranati. Welcome back to my channel. In last video, we talked about the certification process, how to get started, and what steps you need to follow for getting certified. So now let's jump into the most exciting parts, which is learning. So for learning, this is a certification page. For learning, you have to follow this generative AI leaders learning path. So this is a generative AI leaders learning path. And to grow and sharpen your knowledge, you'll need to go through all these modules and sharpen your. So in this series, I will walk you through each of the module, every chapter, and all the key concept step by step. Stay with me and let's learn together. This is a first module, Gen AI Beyond the Chatbot. So let's start this module. So let's see what is a course overview. In this course, there are three modules, three subsections we can call. And in each of the module, I'll create one video for one of the module, and then it will be followed by quizzes as well. Let's start with an introduction to Gen AI for business. In this module, they have explained that generative AI is more than just a chatbot. While looking like a Gemini app from Google or ChatGPT look like a chatbot, but the real power lies in the technology behind it. The models used for building these technologies. So in case of Gemini, the Gemini model, this model can be used to create the content like text, images, music or code, and that can build in a many tools. Say for example, it's used in a Google Workspace apps like Gemini and Slides, and in Google Cloud tools like BigQuery and Looker, and help with the coding analysis and automation. The message of this whole chapter is Gen AI is a powerful technology and that can be used across various apps and the services, and it's just not used as a chatbot, or if just chatbot is not the use case of the Gen AI. What you'll learn in this course is what is Gen AI and what it can be used for, how Gen AI can transform the businesses, how Google Cloud support you in learning or adapting these Gen AI tools, and what strategies can be used to successfully implement Gen AI in your business. So this is a simple introduction. So the business impact of generative AI. In this module, they have emphasis on the real life and the businesses. We don't just use one of the kind of data. We use just text, images, videos, numbers, and all mixed together. That's where our multimodal generative AI comes in. In this chapter, they talked about the multimodality of the generative AI. And what is this multimodality is? It can understand and combine different types of data like photos, audios, documents to solve the real problems. Say for example, in automobile industry, a car company use Google Cloud tools like Gemini and the Vertex AI search to build a smart assistant. Say for example, if a car shows a warning light, a customer can take a picture of it and ask a question and get a clear answer. So the AI understands what the driver means and then the guide them step by step, just like a helpful human. This reduces customer support calls and made help available at time to anyone. This is what explained in this chapter. So generative AI is an artificial intelligence that can create a new content idea including text, images, music, and even code. So it can create the images, generative AI can create a new content, or generative AI can summarize and condense large amount of information into the concise summaries. It can discover, find the information at the right time, and it can automate the task previously required human intervention. So let's see one by one case studies how it can create a new content. Think about the generative AI, like creating, just think about the articles, emails, and social media posts created by the Gen AI, then creating the images, videos, or audios, then generating code into the various programming languages. So this is how Gen AI can be used to create new content. Then how it can be used in summarizing the long documents or the articles, summarizing the long documents and the articles, summarize lengthy financial reports without having to read an entire document. You can just get the important information out of it, and the summary for all the document can be presented to you. Taking the notes from your meetings and the presentation, it can be a use case of the generative AI summarization. And they are creating the concise report from the complex data. It can be done by the Gen AI capabilities. And then the discover, how you can discover. So uncovering hidden patterns and inside data, it can analyze the hidden data, hidden patterns, and it will give us a concise prediction as well. So it will help us to give the prediction. It will search the resources in the documents, search for the file, or ask question about the contents using Gemini in Google Drive, or monitoring real-time events. So this is a use cases of generative AI. And it will also help in automating. So how automation can be done with the help of Gen AI? Automated formal conversation like text to speech, speech to text translation, and then the automated documentation, and then automated notification and alarms can be generated by Gen AI. So again, in this module, they have explained the multimodality of the Gen AI. Like you can provide the data input as a text and the image, and it will give you the desired output at the video or the text or the image as per your prompt. So text and the PDF can be submitted, text, video, and the data can be submitted, and the sensor data and video can be submitted. So this is the capability of multimodality of Gen AI. And then the Gen AI use cases, this is a video for the use case. And then the Vertex AI. Vertex AI is again a Google's Cloud's unified machine learning platform. So it empowers us to build, train, and deploy ML models and the AI application. First module as the first in the first chapter of which is a Gen AI beyond the chatbot. And the key takeaways we are getting from this module is businesses everywhere are already using cloud's Gen AI tools, and it's helping businesses making decisions, improving their efficiency and the productivity in the workspace. Ideas and how businesses costs can be reduced through this automation. So this is the takeaway from this module. Let's see the questions, quizzes. Okay. So which is the following best defines generative AI? A specific application like chatbot that utilize AI technology, a a type of artificial intelligence that analyze existing data to identify pattern and make prediction, a type of artificial intelligence that focuses on automating repetitive tasks and improve efficiency, and a type of artificial intelligence that can create new content including images, text, and music. So let's see the not answer correct answer. So a specific application like chatbot and utilize the AI technology. As we have discussed, it has much more capability than just a chatbot. So this should not be the answer. A typical artificial intelligence that analyze existing data to identify pattern and make prediction. So identifying the patterns and making the prediction is a machine learning capabilities. So here we are more or less discussing on the Gen AI's capabilities. We are focusing on Gen AI capabilities rather than the broader term like a machine learning capability. A third option is a type of artificial intelligence that focus on automating repetitive tasks and improving efficiency. So automating a repetitive task comes into the robotics or the automations, but this is one of the capability of Gen AI. We can do this thing using agents, but here we are just focusing on the creating new content or create something which is not available, or with the help of data creating a new content is what we are intended to look for. So the answer should be this: a type of artificial intelligence that can create a new content including image, text, and music. Let's go to the second question. A CEO is hesitant to invest in a generative AI because they believe it's just a technology for building chatbots. Which of the following statement would best demonstrate that generative AI can offer their businesses much more? Scheduling meetings and managing calendars to help employees improve their time management, providing generic responses to all customer inquiries regardless of the specific issues, creating photorealistic images of new product prototypes based on the text descriptions, and counting the number of website visitors and their locations. So here again we are talking about the generative AI capabilities. So mostly we are talking here about creating a new content. So creating a photorealistic images of a new product prototype should be more relevant than any other option. Again, third question. Which of the following statements accurately described Gemini? Select two. Okay, so we have to select only two. Gemini is a type of generative AI specifically designed for generating images. Okay, Gemini can generate the images, but it's not specifically designed for generating the images. So Imagine is a tool is specifically designed for generating images. And Gemini, second option is Gemini is a generative AI model or a family of the model developed by Google. Yes, that's correct. Gemini is a chatbot that can answer questions and generate creative content. Yes, it's a chatbot and can generate a creative content. Yes, and then the Gemini is an AI assistant that can help you to be more creative and productive. Yes, this is also true. And Gemini is a type of artificial intelligence that can create a new content including text, image, music, and even code. Okay, so here this 4 is correct answer, but here we have to select only 2. So we have to select most relevant. So here most relevant is Gemini is a generative AI model developed by Google, and Gemini is a chatbot that can answer question and generate a creative content. Yeah, it is creating a creative content, but it's not just a chatbot. So as we discussed earlier, its capabilities lies more into having the creating the content, creative content. It's not just a chatbot. So this option can skip. And then the Gemini AI assistant can help you to be more creative and productive. Yes, that's true. And that can create a new content, including text, image, music, and even code. I'm not very sure on the fourth, so fifth, I'll choose this one. Let's see if it's correct or not. And the fourth question is, which of the following describe multimodal Gen AI application? Using Gemini in Gmail to write an email, using Imagen to create an image for a website, using Notebook LM Business to summarize a financial report, and using Gen AI to analyze customer sentiment in video, testimonials, and survey data. So if you look into these options, all of these are use cases of Gen AI. But what we are describing here is multimodal nature of Gen AI application. When we say the multimodal, there should be one or more data types. In Gemini, only text is a data type. In Imagine, create an image. Again, one modality is there for using the notebook LM. We again are summarizing it in the one report. So the most accurate should be this one, using AI to analyze customer sentiment in video testimonials and the survey data, because video testimonials and the survey data is a different data types. This should be the correct answer. Yeah, all the answers are correct. I was a bit confused about this thing, but yeah, Gemini is helping us to be more creative, and the productive is correct answer. Okay. In my next video, we will go through next chapters. Till then, stay tuned and happy learning. Thanks.